Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin Ashrafil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. So, welcome to our first class of Arabic sentence structure. Yes, I like to call these study sessions because we are all learning, we're still learning. So, there are some of you I know have done a lot more than I have, maybe. Yes, of course. We all have different experiences, right? So, if you feel there's something that is not right or, not appropriate, then let me know. Yeah, inshallah. Okay, so what's going to be covered under the different sessions that we'll have? We're going to look at words in Arabic, yeah, how words are handled in Arabic. And then from words, of course, we will build sentences, yes, and sentences, phrases. Then we will also address pronouns because we can't do without pronouns in any language, yeah. And sentences within sentences, this is something that we will see. And how to join sentences, of course, that's how you you tell a story or something. Yeah, and finally, we'll summarize what we learned. Because I'm not going to go into detail on words. Yes, what we'll do is are all on pronouns or phrases. It's more, or this whole thing is about sentences and understanding what you're reading. Yeah. So uh, in 30 sessions is actually quite minimal. Yeah, it's quite minimal to cover what we are looking at here because there's so much. There's really so much to learn. Okay, so I will start because we don't have much time. Now, let's look at the English language because this is what we are familiar with, right? The English language. Also, I'd like you to understand that once I start the slides, I can't see the chat. So you need to tell or you need to voice out your questions. If you type it in the chat, I won't be able to see it. Yeah. So what's in the English language? Of course, we will start with words. This is what we normally learn, right? The first words that we say, maybe mommy or daddy. These are single words, and then from the words we learn to make sentences. Okay, so let's have a look at some words here. Okay, so I have words: Allah, Muhammad, man, he, creator, prophet, cried. Yeah, this is an action. Old, yeah, this is like a quality. Is, the, my, things that we use to join these words to make sentences, yeah, in the English language. So we have sentences maybe something like this: Allah is my creator, Muhammad is a prophet, yeah, the man is old, and he cried. Okay, so this is some of the sentences you can make from these words. Right. Now, if we did this in Arabic, we'd probably have sentences that look like this. They mean the same thing. Okay, so the first sentence, Allah is my creator. Yeah. Then Muhammad is a prophet. Okay. The man is old. Okay. Don't worry about this. Okay. Don't worry too much about new words that you have not seen. Baka. He cried. So I'm asking you, what's the difference between the previous slide that we saw? Yeah, the previous slide that we saw, this one, and the one now. Anybody would like to answer that question? What do you think was the main difference? This, and now this. Okay, let's do a word count. How many words do you think we need to make all these sentences here? Okay, let's put it down. Let's list down the words. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 words. And the previous slide, how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah? So the first thing that should be obvious to all of us is that we are using less words to say the same thing. Okay? Less words to say the same thing. This is one of the features of the Arabic language as compared to the English language. Yes? So that's why when you see the Quran with a translation, it's obviously thicker because the original words are there and the translation is there. And you will often see that there might be one word, like, and the translation for that word will be several words in English. Okay? Because this is how the Arabic language is built. The Arabic words are built this way. Yeah? They say a lot of things with just one word. So much expression, like when you say Ya Rabbal Alameen, Rabba. Yeah, Rabba is often translated as Lord, but that's not what Rabba means. There's so much more meaning to the word Rabba. Yeah, that's why we have the word Tarbiyah coming from it, because not only does Rabba, or not only is Rabba your Lord, yeah, he does everything for you. He takes care of you. He teaches you things. He shows you things, and that's what the Quran is all about. You know, Allah is telling us this is this, and this is what you should do, and things like that. You shouldn't do this because this. Yeah. So he's he's basically bringing us up. Yeah. That's why we call it tarbiyah, coming from the root word rabba. Yeah. So the Arabic language is very, very dense in its meaning, the words in the meaning. So let's have a look at maybe word patterns so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is English and this is Arabic. Okay, this is just basically the, how do you say, the heading, if I can say, for what I'm saying here. Yep, so this is teaching. Teaching is an idea, a concept. Okay, it might be maybe another word you can put here is education, for example. Yeah, instead of teaching, education. And then the action is, of course, you teach. Huh? And the one who does the teaching is your teacher. And the one that you're teaching to is the student. Yeah, we don't have another word for student here, which looks the same as teach. In the other things, you see the TECH, right? It's there. Your base word is there, and you just add ing or er. Yeah, but when it comes to the person that you're teaching, it's no longer using TEACH. Yeah, it's using something else. Yeah, it's using the base word study. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, place of where it's all happening takes on a different root altogether. Yeah, it says SCHOOL. So in the English language, as with most of the other languages, there is no real relation in the idea of something. Yeah, but in Arabic there is. Okay, in Arabic there is. We have what we call key letters, and I'm sure the ones who have been studying Arabic know that we refer to these as the root letters in English, yeah, or your huruf asli, yeah, your root letters. And if you look at this, yeah, if you look at this, Sister Salina, you're the so-called newbie here, okay? What you see is in common. What are the letters that are common throughout all these words? What are the letters or the huruf that is common in all these? Can you let me know? Are you there? Your mic is on mute. Sister Salina? Ah, okay then, never mind. Sister Shima, could you tell me what the root letters are for these?
Darasa,
Yeah, is darasa. Yeah, dal, ra, and sin. So this is how it's easy in Arabic to look at things. Yeah. So if you had a dictionary, for example, an English dictionary, you would have to look up the whole word. Yeah, you would have to look up the whole word. Maybe teach, for example, and then you have all the other things that come with it. Yeah, teaching, teacher. If maybe the action was to break, yeah, for example, that would be broken, or breaking, things like that. Yeah, but with Arabic, um, you don't have to look at the whole word. You have to look at just key letters in the word. Okay, just key letters in the word. And when you look at the dictionary for an Arabic language dictionary, you also look for the root letters. Yeah, you also look for the root letters. So I'm not sure whether you've seen these before. I'm sure most of you have. So let me see. So for example, here, this particular dictionary is a well-known dictionary. This is Hans Wehr, yeah. It was made by a German gentleman, actually. And you would just put in the root letters of dal just now, ra, and sin. Yep. And it will tell you that it means, well, in this case, to wipe out, okay? But what we're looking at is actually, this one you will learn later when we do sarf. We'll be doing pronouns. After pronouns, we will be looking at the morphology of Arabic words, yeah? So you see here something that's written in Roman, which means two. Yeah, this is Roman letters for the number two. And you says here that with these root letters, in this category, yeah, it's to teach. Yeah, to teach. This category, it's to study. This category as well is to study. Yeah, so you will learn later what it means. This 2, 3, 6, and 7. Can I know who among you understand the 2, 3, 6, and 7? Who doesn't? Can you please? Can you do a show of hands on this? You can, right? So can you raise your hands? Those who understand what this is all about. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. There is a little raise hand thing there that you can press.
Can I ask? I'm not sure. Is that the sarf? I'm
Yes,
not
this is
sure.
the sub. Yes,
Okay.
this is the sub. Okay. So Sister Selena understands. Brother Hazim understands. Uh, Sister Shahida, you don't know this? Is this your first time looking at the dictionary? Hmm. So Sister Shahida is, yes, your first time. Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Elaine, what about you? Your first time? Or
It's my first time, but I can't find the hand to raise it or not raise it.
oh, it is your first time. So maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't be raising it, because raising your hand means you understand what's going on. Yeah. So this
Oh,
is
good.
something that we will go into a bit of depth. Yeah, and then you understand this better. Yeah. So this is another thing that's different between English and Arabic. Yeah, Arabic, we index everything using the root letters, where English, you sometimes have to look at the whole word, yeah, before you can find what you're looking for. Yeah, and you can get a feel of what the word is. If you just look at the root letters, you know that it's about something to do with learning. Yeah, whereas this one, different letters, so you're not sure. If you're new, you won't know. You won't know. This is why it's so easy for someone who has just maybe started learning Arabic or wanting to learn the Quran. They can pick it up quite quickly. Yeah, because there is some coherence in the letters with respect to the meaning. Yeah, there is some agreement, so it's easy to pick up things. All right. So let's move on. Let's look at the type of words that we have in Arabic. Yes, this is the singular for word, kalima. And this is your plural, kalimatun. Yeah, kalimatun. Yeah, there's one more thing I want to mention here. When we were looking at the root letters, I want you to understand that we have something called like a, a place, if you can call it disposition. Yeah, disposition. It's from right to left. Yeah, it's from right to left, of course, for Arabic. So this is something that they call fa. This position is fa. Okay, this position is ain. The second letter is ain, and sin is lam. I'll do that again. Fa, yes, the first letter. Ain, the second letter, and lam, the third letter. Yes, so we'll have things what we call the fa of the kalima, the ain of the kalima, and the lam of the kalima. Yeah, fa, ain, lam. Now remember that fa, ain, lam. What did I say, Elaine? What were the letters?
Fa, Ain, Lam.
Yes, fa, ain, lam. Good. So the first type of word, we call it an isim. Yeah, isim, isim, isim. This is easy to remember. You can remember why it's in Bismillah. Bismillah. So ism is in Bismillah. Dengan nama Allah. In the name of your Lord. Yeah, so ismun. And the plural of that is asma'un. Asma'un. Don't worry too much about plural patterns at the moment. Just think of it as something to memorize. Yeah, ismun, asma'un. So what is it? It's basically your nouns, your pronouns, your adjectives, your adverbs. Yeah, so this is what we are looking at. Examples: the name of a person, Ahmad; the name of a place, Makkah; the name of something, a pen; the name of a quality, patience. These are all nouns. Yeah, and pronouns, we know they are basically words that replace a proper noun. Yes, or no. So it can be it as well. So he, in this case, we know he, you're talking about someone who is not there. Who is not there. The Arabs call this ghaib because it's not there, right? And you, someone you're talking directly to, and us, you're talking about yourself. Yes, the first person. So third person, second person, first person. Now, the Arabs have a way of doing things with the third person first. They always talk about the third person first. Yeah, third, second, and first. Okay, whereas in English it's the other way around. It will be, that's why they call it the first person, second person, third. Yeah, but with Arabic, when you do things in Sarf, it will start off with the third person first. Then you have things like adjectives, which describes, of course, your noun. Maybe a word like tall, for example. An adverb, yes, adverb actually describes more than just a verb, okay? But I put this as a verb, you know, so it's like doing something slowly, for example. So you're describing how you're doing an action. But an adverb also applies to others, not just action, yeah? So this one we will see later. So the first one is mun, yeah, as in Bismillah. Then we have fi'l. Remember? Fa, ain, lam. Yeah, I was talking about fa, ain, lam. The position of your root letters. The fa position, the ain position, the lam position. So now you know why. Yeah, because your actions is called fi'lun. Yeah, fi'lun. And the plural is af'alun. Yeah, af'alun. So this pattern is similar. Yeah, asma'un, af'alun. The plurals are the same. Okay, so this is just your action. So your verb, so it can be a past thing, something that you have already done, something that you're doing, or something that you're telling someone to do. Yeah, so help. You're asking someone to help. Okay, so that's your verbs. Then we have this, harf. Harf, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the word huruf. Yes, so this is the plural of harf. There's another plural for a half as well, which is ahruf. Yeah, ahruf. So as you can see, the plural pattern here now is different, not like this one. So you begin to understand that in Arabic, your plurals have different patterns, just like you do in English, okay? But of course, in English, the most common one is just to stick an S at the end, yeah? So we'll see this later. So what's a half? It can either be a conjunction or a preposition, yeah? For those who know, this would be your harfu atfin, and this one would be your harfu jarin. Okay, so harfu atfin, harfu jarin. This one we will see again. So these are words that join or relate things together, usually between words or between sentences. Things like and, so, then, from, to, in. Yeah. Notice there is no is. Remember, we had the word is on our first slide, is. But there is no is here. Yeah, there is no is here. And, so, then, from, to, in. So in Arabic, the word is does not exist. Okay, the word is does not exist. Okay, so how do we recognize this one? Yeah, how do we recognize it? Now, well, most of you actually are more than beginners, but for the sake of the beginners, okay, we will do the simple signs. Yeah, simple signs first, the basic signs. So how do you know it's an isim? The first telltale sign is that it's a name, because of course isim means name. Yeah, Bismillah, in the name of your Lord. And the word, the letters alif lam is attached to the word. Yeah, the word alif lam is attached to the word, and the word alif lam means the. Yeah, the. Or it ends with a tanween. The tanween, it ends with a tanween. Tanween, what do I mean by tanween? A double tadpole like this. Yeah, double slash at the top, double slash at the bottom. Yeah, those, you know, you read the Quran, you know what I mean. Yeah, so tanween actually is non-nation, n sound. Yeah, so this would be un. The double slash up there would be an. The double slash down would be in. There is a nun sound to these words. Okay, so we see here Muhammadun ar-Rasulu, Rasulun. Yeah, so this is a name, so you know it's an isim. This has alif lam, you know it's an isim. This has tanween, you know it's an isim. Yeah. Okay, so now we go to how to recognize this. Now this takes a bit more effort. Yeah, because we need to start our sarf. We need to start our sarf and what we call our tasrif. Yeah, tasrif. So sarf is recognizing the word patterns. Tasrif is seeing how the word patterns change in with respect to the doer. Okay, with respect to the doer, we call that conjugation. So nasara, yansuru, unsur. Just these are things that you see in the Quran, the way it's written. Yeah, you see this. So these are verbs. Then of course we have halves, and halves is a different ball game altogether. We can say for now single or two letter words. Yeah, like wa, min, ila, fi. Yeah, so these are words. These are your halves. Now, after saying this one, that isms come with tanween, I have a nice slide here for the students who are not so beginning. Yes. Would like to indicate that tanween can also happen with fi'ils and halves. And they occur in the Quran. Yeah, they do occur in the Quran. Okay, so there's only two, in two places in the Quran that a tanween occurs. Now I'll explain to you why it's not really a tanween. Okay, here, this is in Surah Yusuf. This is in Surah Yusuf. This is the part where I believe Yusuf was running away from the wife of the what do you call him? Subhanallah. Well, of Yusuf's boss. Okay, so it was running away from that. Okay. Here you see lam la yusjananna, la yusjananna, wa la yakunan. So you tell me, aha, I just learned just now. So this will be an isim, but it's not. Okay, it's not. Here, this lam and this nun shadda is actually for emphasis. And this is actually an action. Yusjana. Yusjana is actually a fi'il. Yeah. La yusjananna is to emphasize this action. Yeah. Surely he will be imprisoned. Yes, this is what she's saying. Wala yakunan. Wala yakunan. Yeah. And he will become. Yeah. Surely he will become. La yakunan. But there is no double shadda. There is actually a light nun that emphasizes. I think the ones who are advanced will know this. Yeah, we have hafifa. Hafifa means light. Nun hafifa, whereas this is nun shadda, the heavy one. Yeah. So this one becomes, it looks like a tanween, but actually it's this. They don't want to write it that way. It's easier for them to pronounce if they wrote it this way. This is for tajweed purposes. Yeah. So it occurs in two places here, and the second one is in Surah Al-Alaq, La Nasfa'an. Yeah, this one I think we don't even think about it when we say it, because this is one of the short surahs, right? So when we recite it, it just rolls off our tongue and we don't really think about it. So this is also another form of emphasis. Yeah, another form of emphasis. And so I will surely drag him by his forelock, yeah, from his hair. Grab hold of his hair, and we drag him from there. Yeah. So la nasfa'an. Yeah? Now, the huruf that comes with a tanween is izan. Izan. Yeah. So an example, you find several of these in the Quran, not just in two places. Okay. Izan will come in several places. One of them here I have is from Surah Al-Qamar, the moon. Yeah. So here it is what we call, there's a name for this. This is what we call harfu jawabin wa jazain. Yeah, harfu jawabin wa jazain. It is actually like it comes before a reply to something. It's a response to something. Yeah. So what it says here, faqalu, yeah, and they say, and then this is a question. This hamza is a question. Abasharan, yeah. Manna wahidan tattabi'uhu inna izan lafi dhalalin wa su'ur. Yeah. So it says here, is it one human being? Basharan is a man, yeah, human being. From us, yes, that we should follow. Is it just one human being from us that we should follow? Yes, this wahidan basharan, yeah, that we should follow. Yeah, nattabi'uhu is we should follow. Yeah, indeed, we would then. Yeah, this one is like then. Izan is translated as then. As a result of this, then we would be among those who is in error and in madness. Yeah, Su'ur is madness. So Izan is what we call a half that is in response to something that was said earlier. What follows this half is what is an answer to the early part of the sentence. Yeah. So these are the cases when an isim does have tanween or appears to have tanween. Not only isims have tanween, sorry. Yeah. We see fi'ils and halves having tanweens. Sorry that I said that wrongly. Okay. So any questions here?
Can I ask, so for the last one, where is the tanwin?
There, here. The
Izan.
Fatatan. Yes, Izan. Yeah. This is a ha. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So now let's just recap what we've done so far. We've talked about isim, fi'il, and ha. Yeah.
Sister, I have a question. What will be the meaning of la nasfa amdan? Like with tanween, like.
Let's go back to the slide. Oops, sorry. Which one? Yeah.
لنصفعن بالناصية.
Lanasfa'an.
Yeah.
This one is no. Yeah. If he doesn't stop. Yeah. If he doesn't stop, we will surely drag him by the forelock. This is the forelock. This is dragging him. We nasfa'an. Yeah. La surely. We will surely drag him.
Okay.
Yantihi. Yantihi. Lam yantihi. If you do not stop. Okay? Yantihi is to stop.
So when you have tanween, it will be like a past, present, like what? Like what will be the
In this
action?
case, it's not actually a tanween. It's just a light noon that emphasizes. Just like you have a heavy noon that emphasizes, we have a light noon. The heavy noon is with shadda.
Yeah.
La yusjananna. It means like in this case, he will surely be imprisoned. Yes. So this one is la nasfa'an. You also translate it like we will surely drag him. Yeah. We will surely drag him.
And wala yakunan for that.
Well,
The previous-
yakunan, this one, it means he will become among those. Saghirin is small, right? To become someone that's small, someone who's debased, who is humiliated. Yeah. So la yakunan, he will surely become from among those who were made small or debased.
So it's
Yeah.
for lesser emphasis, you mean?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is for emphasis, a lesser emphasis than la yusjananna. Yeah, this is heavier.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now let's go back. What did we see? So we said for isim, this, and fi'il. This is a common pattern, fa'ala, yaf'alu. This is what we call verbs that don't have any additional letters to the verbs, the spelling of the verbs. Yeah. And then ha, we said it's one or two letter word. At this point in time, this is enough. Okay. So now let's look at this ayah. This is actually from Surah Ghafir. It's a beautiful ayah, really. Yeah, 64. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the whole ayah and see which is isim, which is fi'il, which is harf. This is a very simple exercise, inshallah. Yep. So we'll put it in the boxes like this. But first, yeah, shall I go one by one? Okay. Can we start with Sister Salina? What is Allah? What type of word is it?
Uh, isim.
Yes, why is it an isim? Tell me why.
Allah is a name.
Yes, it is a name. Yes, so it is a name. Excellent. Now, a word about Allah. Okay. We don't say Allah is a name, right? We would say, what would be the respectable way of saying this? What would be the respectable way of saying this?
The word
Does any-
Allah.
Yes, yes, the word Allah. Yeah, the word Allah. Or we would say lafzul jalalah. Yeah, lafzul jalalah. Now, lafzul jalalah does not translate to word of Allah. Yes, because jalallah is actually a quality, but it's not the quality to Allah because it's feminine. Yeah, lafzul jalalah. Because la tamabuta. Everyone knows what a tamabuta is? Anyone who doesn't know what a
Feminine sign.
yeah, yes. So I don't have a tamabuta here. When we come across it, I'll show you. So it means the word of Jala. Jala means great, exalted. Yeah. So we can say the word of greatness, something like that. Yeah. But when we usually what people say is the word Allah. That's the simplest way of translating it. But Jalallah actually is a quality of Allah. Jalal is a quality of Allah. Allazi, Brother Hazim, Allazi is an isim fi'il ha.
Isim.
Why do you say it's an isim?
Alif lam.
Oh, excellent. Okay. All right. We will do the isims first. We will do the isims first. Okay. So, what's the next isim? Sister Asila, what's the next isim?
Al-Ard.
And why is it al-ard?
Because of the alif lam.
Yep. Excellent. Okay. The next system, Azul, can you tell me? What's the next system? So it can be of three things. Yeah.
Kum is an isim pronoun.
Mm-hmm. Lakum?
Kum, just kum.
Just kum. Okay. All right. You went ahead. No, you were advanced. Okay. Now, yes, you're correct. It is an isim. Okay. Let's not look at that because this is an attached pronoun. So maybe.
Qararan.
Okay.
Qararan.
Yes. Why is it qararan?
The tanwin.
Yes, excellent.
Jazakallah khairan.
Amin wa iyyak. Okay, the next one. Dr. Shahida.
As-sama.
As-sama.
Because
Why?
of alif.
Well, alif
Because
lam.
of the alif.
Okay. The next one. Back to Elaine.
Bina'an, because of the tanwin.
Yes. The next one. Yep. Sister Shima or?
Again, the kum there, it's a pronoun attached pronoun.
Apart from the pronouns. We won't do pronouns tonight. We won't do pronouns tonight. Okay, what's the next?
At-tayyibat.
Yes. At-tayyibat. The next one. Sister Sarina back again, is it? Have I missed someone? Oh, Brother Hazim, what's the next one?
The word of Allah.
Yes, good. The next one, also the word of Allah, yeah? And Sister Asila, the next one after the word of Allah?
Al-Alamin. Rabbu? No.
You're also right, yeah? But we'll go on this one first, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Al-Alam.
Yes, you're right. Rabbu is also an issue. But we're doing this baby steps, hopefully, yeah. Okay, now the halves. The halves would be the easiest one. Yeah, halves. Yeah. Elaine, can you name me all the halves that are there? All the halves that are
All, huh? Okay. Wa.
there. Wow, okay. All the was, all right. What
All
else?
the words. Min.
Yep, min is also one. There's another one before min.
Yeah, okay. One or two.
It looks like a wow, but it has a dot on it. Yes, okay. All right. Yeah, so that's also half. Yes, we saw half. I just saw the time and I went, okay, it's 10. Okay, subhanallah. Okay, so these are the half. This is also a half. La. Yeah, la.
La.
Yeah, la is also a half.
Okay.
That is something that we know. And when lam is attached to a pronoun, just like Sister Sister Zu was saying, yeah, it is actually it will be la. It will be la. Yeah. When everything else, it will be li. Yeah. But when it's attached to pronouns, it will be a la. You just take note of that with a lam.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So And then, of course, kum is your pronoun. Yeah. Okay. Alhamdulillah. So now fi'il. Fi'il, Brother Hazim. What are the fi'ils in this ayah? You know best.
Ja'ala.
Ja'ala. Yes. What else?
Sawwarakum. Sawwara.
Sawarakum. Yes. Okay. I didn't highlight this, yeah, because then what else apart from sawarakum?
Ahsana.
Asana. Yes. Correct.
Razaqa.
Razaqakum. Excellent.
Tabaraka.
Tabaraka. Good. Why didn't you go for suwarakum?
Mhm.
What was?
Suwarakum is isim, right?
Yes, it is an isim. But how do you know it was an isim? It didn't have al, it didn't have tanwin. It's not a name. So was there any?
I know by translation.
No, by translation. Okay. He was honest. Okay. He was honest. Okay. We will learn. We will, when we do sa, we will understand why this cannot be a fi'il. Yeah. We will understand why. Okay. So the translation here is, now I think some of you are quite advanced. So Sister Asila, would you try to translate this?
Okay, well, I'm terrible, okay?
Slowly, slowly. You can do in
Allahu alladhi ja'ala lakum. Allah, the one who created for you
yes. Allah.
al-ard, the earth. Quran, I don't know what's that.
Qararan is like a settlement, a place, a permanent place to stay. Yeah.
Yes.
And
and the sky.
bina'an.
He sounds like created. No, in
Bina'an
Malay.
is a structure. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
structure. So this one, it says here, Allah is the one who made for you, yeah, the earth, a place to stay, and the skies, a structure, meaning like a ceiling, yeah, over you. Yes. And sawarakum. Sawarakum is the word sad wawra means form, no? To shape. Okay.
To shape.
So to shape. Maybe someone else can take over. Sister Shima, would you like to try? Was sawarakum?
Sawarakum is shake.
Yeah, it means shape. Yeah, it means shape. But sawarakum, how would you translate that?
Sawarakum and Sawarakum. I'm not sure, sister.
Anybody else might want to try? Dr. Sharita, would you know this? Oh, this is not, you wouldn't know. Are you familiar with Saf?
I have to check the Quran first.
No. And he formed you, okay? And he
And
formed you, okay? Because it's just that. And he formed you. Yeah. In what way? In the best of forms. Yeah. And he had formed you, he made you in the best of your forms. And he gave you from the best of things. Tayyibat is good things. Yeah. Yeah. Zalikumullahu. Zalikumullahu. What is that? Zalika is that, right?
That
Yeah.
Allah is your Rabb.
Yes, that Allah is your Rabb. And Allah is the Lord of all the worlds. Al-Alamin. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay, so here I put in the translation for you. So there, we can refer to it the next. Okay. So now let's move on. I hope to do at least one characteristic of isms before we go. Yeah. And what do I mean by characteristics? Okay, what do I mean by characteristics? So I want you to look at these questions. Okay, so I have here. Are you male Are you married? Okay. Think about it. Are you over 65 years of age? Are you a tenant? Are you single or are you employed? Do my questions make sense at this point in time? Do you know what the person is trying to do here? No, it doesn't quite jive, does it?
The categories are different.
Yes, the categories are different. Yeah. So here are questions where the categories are different. Here we're talking about age, and then you're talking about English. Then you're talking about whether you stay in a house or not, and then are you female or not? Yeah. So all of these categories are all mixed up. So the questions don't really help you in establishing, what are the things you want to know from the person. Yeah. So this is the same thing about isims. You need to ask the right questions. Okay, you need to write the question. So if let's say the questions would sit this way, for example, are you male or female? Yeah. Are you over 65 or under 65? Are you employed or unemployed? Yeah. Are you Welsh or Scottish? Sorry, because Ustad Hashim, who did the slides, is from the UK. Are you the house owner or the tenant? Yeah. Are you married or single? Okay, so here you can see that there is a category, good categories. So this would be a category on what is this talking about? What category would we call this?
Gender.
Gender. This one,
Age,
age, and this one,
status,
your
working
employment status. Yeah,
status.
this is your nationality, for example. Yeah, and then maybe this is, your, I don't know,
Owner.
a book. Yes, and this is your marital status. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. So what are we going to look at first? What's the first characteristic that we're going to look at first for the isim? The first thing is definite and indefinite. Okay. What in heaven's name is definite and indefinite? Sounds like a maths question. So definite is when you're talking about something on someone whom you know. Okay. So this is so it's either someone with a name or a particular person, the man, the house, with the word the, alif, lam, definite, indefinite, alif, lam. So like Muhammadun ar-rajulu. Okay, so that's definite. Indefinite is when you're talking about someone you don't know, of course, it's the opposite, yeah? So it'll be like a man. And how we say a man in Arabic is you have a tanween at the end. Voila. Yeah, so it'll be rajulun. So the magic, no, that's how do you say not the magic here? This is why you will learn later that you cannot have a tanween when you have alif lam. Okay? You cannot have a tanween when you have alif lam. Why? It's a conflict of interest. You cannot not know someone you know. And you get what I mean? So that's why you can't have both alif lam and tanween together on the same word. It's either you don't know him or you know him. You cannot have arajulun. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Okay. What do the Arabs call definite? What do the Arabs call definite? Someone you know. Yeah, I want you know. This is ma'rifah. Ma'rifah, root letters, ain, ra, and fa. Mim and ta, we'll learn later, that they're additional. But of course, there will be times when mim is a root letter, yeah? So, but generally, you can pick out the root letters because you know instinctively, because you've been reading the Quran all your life, what is extra and what is not, okay? Ain, ra, fa, yeah, is to know. Just like arif, young arif, when you address a judge, yeah, because he knows everything or is supposed to know everything, yeah. So this is how you remember it. Ma'rifah is definite. What's indefinite? What is it called? Sister Salida, would you know?
Once again?
Ma'rifah is definite.
Uh-huh.
What is the opposite of that? What do you call it in Arab? Do you know? In Arab?
So, sorry, I didn't know.
You don't know. Okay, sorry about that. So, Brother Hazim?
Nakira.
Nakira, yeah? Nakira. Nakira. The word munkar comes from this. Yeah, munkar. I wonder why. We'll go into this when we study it more. Yeah. So is someone who does not know or someone who wants to remain ignorant is also another way of looking at it. Yeah. Who doesn't want to know. Okay. Let's do this exercise and then we can, I think we can stop here, inshallah, after we do this exercise. Yeah. Okay. Ma'rifah, back again. What is ma'rifah? Name. Nakira, when you have tanwin. Okay, so very easy. Ala. Elaine, is ala ma'rifah or nakira?
Um,
It's
I'm thinking
Yes, think. You should
something
be
that's not
thinking.
a name.
Is it ma'rifah or nakira? Ala. I want to make
Well,
sure.
it doesn't have, yeah,
Mhm.
it doesn't have al, and it's not a name, so I'm going to say indefinite.
But you see, that's always a trick question. This is the first trick question for the night. Ala is not an isim. Okay, Elaine, because I know you're new. So ala
Yeah.
is not an isim. Ala is actually a half. All right. So, oh, she's disappeared. Um, oh, don't tell me she merajuk. Oh, no, tak ada kan?
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Okay, anyway, oh, it's okay. Ala is a half, so it cannot have a characteristic of ma'rifah and nakira. Yeah, so you need to be an isim first. Yes, you need to be an isim first before you are either ma'rifah or nakira. Yeah. So now next question. So this will be red because it's not an isim. What about hudan? Hudan. Sister Shima, hudan is?
Marifah.
Hudan.
Oh, Nakira, sorry.
Yeah, nakira. Yes, alhamdulillah.
Sorry.
Yes, it gets to us after, because it's almost 10. Okay, hudan. Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, what about this Sister Asila? Al-Muflihun.
It's Ma'rifah.
Ma'rifah, yeah. Okay. Kafaru. Brother Hazim. Kafaru.
This is fi'il, right?
Yeah, so it's not ma'rifah, it's not nakira. Good. Okay. Sister Zu. Sawa'un.
That's a nakira, tanwin.
Yes, nakira tanwin. Alhamdulillah. Amin wa yakum. Khatama. Dr. Shahidah. Are you there? Okay.
Yes.
Khatama.
It's not isim.
It's not an isim. Good. This is a fi'il. Allahu. Yes.
Ma'rifah.
Yes, this is ma'rifah. Okay. I think we know this is not land. Let me see. Wishawatun. Wishawatun, Elaine.
So it's a nakura.
Nakira. Yeah, Nakira.
Nakira.
Okay. We should do this more often so that you know it's nakira in terms of pronunciation. What else is nakira here? Can you tell me? Elaine. What's the next word that is nakira?
Azabun.
Azabun, yes. And?
I guess Azimun.
Azimun. Next one. What is the next one? Annas, is it?
Yes, it's definitely an idiom because it has alif lam.
Good.
But people say it's definite, so it's Magrifa.
Ma'rifah. Okay, good. All right. Al-akhir. Al-akhir. As-sila. Al-akhir.
Ma'rifah.
Ma'rifah. Alhamdulillah. Any more ma'rifahs along this line?
Allah, the word Allah.
Yes, good. Oh, sorry, we missed it out. Never mind. I missed it out. Sorry. The next one is maradun is nakira. Yeah. I think you all get the drift of it. Yeah. But there is a difference between maradun, maradan. Both are nakira, but one is and one is an. So this one we will address later. Azabun is also nakira. Alimun. What else? Fi is a half. We know that. Al-ardu is?
Ma'rifah.
Ma'rifah. Okay. Al-mufsidun is also ma'rifah. Yeah. An-nas is ma'rifah.
As-sufaha.
As-sufaha, both of them are ma'rifah. Good. Alhamdulillah. So just a note again, yes, al and tanwin cannot coexist. Why? Because if you know someone, you cannot not know him. Yeah? You cannot know. Okay. So we won't go into the second one, but the second one will be on gender. Yeah, will be on gender. We have 4 characteristics that we need to learn about the isms. I think you all know that, maybe with the exception of Elaine, maybe. Yeah. Yes, Elaine might not know this. Yeah, but we actually have 4 characteristics. Alhamdulillah, only 4. Okay. Okay. All right. So if there's any questions, any questions about the class, for example, not necessarily what we have studied, but we will continue doing this, inshallah. No questions? Okay. If there's no questions, then we'll call it a night. We will do 3 more characteristics the next session and begin our sentence. Okay. So because we have quite a number of exercises, because I was given the understanding that some of you have not done Arabic first, so you need to understand this before we go into the actual structure of the sentence. Yeah, we need to know the little bits first before we can see the whole picture. Yeah, inshallah. Okay, then subhanallah.
How would we best practice?
Sorry, dear?
How would we best practice within the week? Do not forget.
How we will, I didn't catch that. You sound very muffled.
How would be the best way to practice this until next week?
What would be the best way to?
Practice.
Okay, good question. I was thinking, there is at present there is 7 of you here. Yeah, there's 7 of you here, and I'm thinking that can we have 2 groups, a group of maybe a group of 4, a group of 3, yeah, and then you practice among yourselves. Then this is very, very important when we go to Saf. Yeah, Saf is something that we really need to practice. And of course, there is the WhatsApp group that we formed. So if you have any questions, yeah, you can do that. And I've also shared the book. Remember the textbook? So there are
Yes.
exercises in that textbook that you can do. And if you have questions on the exercises, then of course you can ask us in the group. Yeah, that would be
Okay.
the way to go. Yeah, but yeah, would you like to form a group now?
Elaine, me, and Dr. Shahida can be together because we always talk to each other.
Okay. So, Sister Shima, would you like to group up with Sister Salina, Brother Hazim, and Sister Zu?
With whom, sister?
Salina, Brother Hazim, and Sister Zu. Oh wait, let me share the screen the other way. That might be the best thing to have a look so that you can. Okay, so
Okay.
so here you are. This is you. So this is Sister Salina. This is Brother Hazim, and this is Sister Zu. Yeah, so the four of you will be in one group. Yeah.
Sister, you Siti? What's her name? So how do you want me to call her?
I call her Sister Zu because her name is the same as my name.
Sister Zu.
Oh, Siti.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is it easier for you to remember Siti or? Yeah, why not? Call that. So this is Siti, Sister Salina, Brother Hazim. Yeah. And you're all in the group. So you can always, either you can form your own group or you can just talk to each other within the group. It's not an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And subhanallah wa bihamdik. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله
Waalaikumsalam.
وبركاته. جزاك الله.
Jazakallah khairan.
آمين وإياكم. بارك الله فيكم.
Amanillah.